Alright, hello lads and lasses and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today it is predictions day. Might as well. Season starts in just over one day, so let's look at how Celtic are going to go this season. Before we go any further, if you guys want to help support the channel, the best way to do so is click the like button, click the subscribe button. Yeah, on me for not posting anything recently. Trials are killing me. But I've only got 4 more days of that. And then we're back to daily, pretty much daily content. Because if I miss the start of the season, I've got to make it up during the rest of it. So, without further ado, let's get into it now. Pre-season went so much quicker than I thought, you know. I think that's the way a lot of, the way just life goes. You think something's going to take forever, and then it just goes past you like a blink. So, yeah. Celtic versus Aberdeen is very, very soon. But throughout pre-season, we have been able to put Celtic under the microscope, the coaches, the club, and the players. And I think we can now make how do we say? We can make a hypothesis. I believe that is a well-educated guess from what I remember when I used to do science. But let's start with the cup competitions, League Cup and Scottish Cup. Now, one is currently in Celtic's possession, the other is in Rangers. Now, realistically, the favourites to win either competition are Celtic or Rangers, and of course there will be cup sets, and that always happens with the nature of cup competitions, the do-or-die format. Now, if I was going to say any team that looked like a shot of winning it last year, obviously it would be the 2 teams that made it to the finals, other than Celtic and Rangers, which were Aberdeen and Hibs. Hibs' season dropped off quite a lot, but Hearts maintained that sort of gap between the top 2 and the rest of the pack. So if I had to say any team other than Celtic or Rangers were to look like winning a cup this upcoming season, it would have to be Hearts, right? But if you ask me, and of course we're going to make a prediction on this, personally I feel that Celtic will at least win one of the cups. I don't think we'll go this season without a cup trophy. Which one am I more likely to think we will win? Personally, I'd have to say the Scottish Cup. Hear me out. I think the League Cup, despite Celtic's amazing depth, I just think with the Champions League football, the demand of that, and also the League Cup might just be a bit far out of reach. Although in saying that, the end of the League Cup would have to be moved, wouldn't it? Because of the World Cup. So that would actually come after the World Cup break. So maybe the 2 cups are on the table for this season, but it's much harder to predict the cups than it is anything else. So in saying that, let's move on to the Champions League. Now, obviously, this is huge for Celtic, being back in the Champions League for the first time in 4 years, I believe, or 5 years, right? And obviously, with equality in Europe and Celtic being in pot 4, no one gives us a chance of making it out of the groups, let alone into the Europa League. Now, it would be great to see Ange's tactics against the top, the best, the benchmark in Europe, right? Last season, we did see that, but at the beginning of our campaign, which is really where we stuffed ourselves, it was because of injuries, you know? The Leverkusen game, Leverkusen game was just something else. I think we got to erase that. Despite us, we had our great moments in that match. The Real Betis game, that is a win for us. That 4-3 loss, we would have won that match if it weren't for injuries. And yeah, and also we got unlucky again the second time against Bayern. Look, Bayer Leverkusen are now in the Champions League as well. So what does that tell you? Anyways, it really all depends on the luck of the draw, which we all know, you know. Knowing Celtic will probably draw Barcelona as a definite, and they seemingly have infinite money all of a sort after pretty much going bankrupt. But, you know, is what it is. Hopefully, we don't get a group of death. That would just, you know, be quite disheartening. Although it would be great to see Celtic come up against a lot of great teams. You still want to see Celtic succeed, and their group of death would limit those chances. But, so, look, hopefully we get tough to teams from pot 1 and 2, and then from pot 3, hopefully not so much of a top team. Hopefully someone like Shakhtar Donetsk or Sporting CP or someone like that. But what I'm trying to say is that we have the potential to create upsets. You know, that's the nature of the Champions League. Underdog stories always happen. But in terms of Celtic, the squad has improved, right? The players have been together for much longer. We're much more settled heading into this campaign. And a lot of it will come down to who we have fit and available at the time, whether we will have an injury-ravaged squad. But I'll be optimistic. I'm going to say we're not going to have that. I'm going to say we will lock up third spot in the group because miracles can happen, right? Miracles could happen, and a miracle for me would see Celtic go into the Champions League knockout stages. What a story that would be. Andrew's first time of trying Celtic in the Champions League round of 16. It'd be so very special. And look, you've got to be an optimist, but you've also got to be a realist. So like I said earlier, third place I am predicting. You know, a lot of people will probably laugh at me for that prediction. Say if I was a realist, I'd be going fourth spot. But I am an optimistic realist. Remember that. And when we do finish third in our groups, you can come all the way back to this video. You can quote it, you can cut it out, you can put it everywhere because listen to this idiot. Anyways, now, of course, into the all-important league. And unlike the Cups, this is a complete two-horse race. There is there's no opportunity for any other team other than Celtic or Rangers to win the league at the moment. Now, it's Celtic and Rangers, I might add. It's not Rangers and Aberdeen, as some YouTubers, or well, one YouTuber led a lot of people to believe heading into last season. How ridiculously wrong he was. So it's between Celtic and Rangers. Now, last season we started slow, but they ended the season very slow. And the league is a marathon, not a sprint, and that proved true last year. You know, we were down by 9 points at one point. We won the league by 4 points. Should have been 6, but we won it by 4. I think it will be close again. I think it will be ridiculously close. Celtic's squad, we haven't substantially improved it with only a few new additions, but Rangers have brought in a numerous lot of new lads. Now, Rangers also lost a couple high-profile players. Joe Aribo, namely. Keep going, yeah. And look, Celtic's depth, though, is the killer. It is just a whole nother league over Rangers. It's scary, the possibilities there and the combinations we can have in our starting 11. And our bench. There are players on our bench who would walk into the Rangers starting 11. And I haven't seen enough to suggest that Rangers have improved enough to overtake Celtic, right? But it won't be a walk in the park. You know, it's not like this is going to be a league that ends by Christmas, as some proclaimed last season. It's going to be a league that will end probably with 3 or 4 match days to go. I don't think there will be an official winner to at least 3 match days to go, but I think by the 5th or 4th match week, 5th or 4th last match week, you'll start to get the picture of who's going to wrap up the title. Now, it's going to be tough, it's going to be long, and in my eyes, it's going to be a season of 2 halves, right? It's going to be who can perform the best over the 2 halves. Like a football match, you have the period before the World Cup break and the period after the World Cup break. So we'll have to wait and see. But obviously, my prediction is that Celtic will win the league this year. That nothing has suggested to me that we haven't gone backwards. We honestly have just improved, and us and Rangers haven't improved enough to overtake the title from us. Obviously, I may eat my words come the end of the season, but from what I can see right now, this is Celtic's league to lose. Now into the individual awards. Top goal scorer. For me, it has to be Kyogo. The way I see it right now, and the way I think it will be if everything stays as it is that Kyogo gets the start over Jack and Marcus. I said it in my lineup prediction video 4 or 5 days ago actually now. And I think if Kyogo starts, I think Kyogo will start. I think Ange prefers him over Jack and Marcus, and obviously starting equals more minutes, more opportunities to score goals, and we know how great Kyogo is of a goal scorer. That's not to say Jack and Marcus isn't a great goal scorer. He's an absolutely amazing goal scorer, but I just see it being Kyogo because Ange, I think, will give him the more minutes. Signing of the season. Now, I have to include Jota and Cameron Carter-Vickers in this because Jota will be our signing of the season. There's no guarantee that any of our other signings, apart from Jota and Cameron Carter-Vickers, will start. So for me, it has to be Jota. I just think he will take the Celtic to the next level this season, and he will take his own individual game to the next level. Player of the season. Now, this is really up for debate. There are so many options. You could literally pick any player from our starting 11, and I wouldn't disagree with you that you believe that they could be named Celtics Player of the Year, except maybe Greg Taylor. I won't slander Greg Taylor because I think this has to be a positive video. But for me, yeah, you could pick any player in the starting 11 and I would go, yeah, I can see him, you know, having a cracker season and being the star and being the player of the season. But for me, it has to be the lad who has gotten the hype in preseason. I don't think you can look past Reo Hatate. A fresh set of tires, fresh front wing. He's not an F1 car, but boy, does he have the engine of it. No fatigue. He is an absolute joy to watch on the pitch. He is the engine. He keeps on running. He is the midfielder embodiment of we never stop. With the ball at his feet, without the ball at his feet, in attack, in defense. And right now, I'd say he is severely, severely underrated by many people. And he won't only be Celtics Player of the Season, he will be the Scottish Premiership Player of the Season. So I'm saying, right, to sum up the video, definite league win, potential treble, 3rd place in the Champions League groups, and that is that. And obviously the individual awards that I've just mentioned. But that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video, you did enjoy my opinions, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below, of course, whatever you disagree with me on. Give me your season predictions and comments below, and until next time, hail, hail.